Hello, this is Samuel Chamberlain, and this is my recorded resolution reflection for The Road by Cormac McCarthy. Quote 1. It's okay, Papa. You don't have to talk. It's okay. McCarthy 279. This quote demonstrates the development of the son, where he has to be a support for his father in a time where the father struggles to hold on to his life. While the father's struggle for life is a sad ending, it ultimately is satisfying to see the development of the son and to keep the memory of his father close and to keep pushing for survival. This correlates with the polemic, in which is that without family and desire to not quit, there is only destruction. Because of the saying, holding fire, this is because the meaning of the saying is to keep moving forward with high morals and hope. And the son states that he will continue to hold the fire, even with the loss of his father. Quote 2. I think you should come with me. Are you one of the good guys? McCarthy 282. The quote is of the son joining another group that is similar to that of himself and his father. This group looks to hold the same values and drive to keep going as the son has. The moving on to another group for the son is highly essential to both his survival and his preserving of high morals. This is satisfying end for the son, as he is able to find another home and construct a familial bond with the group even with his father's passing. Quote 3. Do you remember that little boy, Papa? McCarthy 280. This quote represents the son's need for other human connection, in which he realizes he will soon lose from the passing of his father. This quote also happens to be very last conversation between the father and son, due to the fact that his father died while they were both sleeping. The human connection that the son must seek is similar to that of the little boy they are referencing. This is because they ultimately feel lost and unsure without someone to lead them. The end of the quote seemingly shows that the conversation hadn't actually been about that little boy, but instead was about the son, and that he will and must find a way to survive and find hope. This is related to the polemic of the novel, because the son is afraid that if he loses his familial connections, he will be lost forever and may end up in a bad situation. Quote 4. He stayed 3 days, and then he walked out to the road, and then he looked down the road, and he looked back the way that they had come. McCarthy 281. The quote is of the son's unwillingness to move on from the passing of his father. This is inferred from the 3-day stay near his father's deceased body and his reluctance to leave his father when he interacts with the other family. The unwillingness to leave his father also shows the son's confusion of what to do next, as he has never been alone before. Looking down and back on the road also shows confusion, as he doesn't have a set path or understanding of what his path should be. This wraps up the story with the son's father, as the son now seemingly take on the mission of a better life all on his own. But a new story begins when the son accepts to go with the family. Quote 5. A lot of bad things have happened, but we're still here. Yeah, you don't think that's so great. It's okay. McCarthy 269. This quote is representative of the struggles that the father and the son have gone through, and the negativity that the father has hid from his son. The father had held onto his negative thoughts and brought forth only his thoughts of hope to his son in order to protect him. While this was effective for a long time, it had all come right down when his father's life tragically came to an end. This goes against the philosophy that the father had held and also represents the polemic of the novel. This represents the polemic due to the father's loss of hope, which leads to his loss of his life force and his ultimate death/destruction. Conclusion. Ultimately, the ending of Cormac McCarthy's The Road is one of sadness, growth, and determination. This is true through the sadness of the father's death and the depressing tone that the novel exemplifies, as well as the growth of the son's maturity and strength to aid his father until his very end, and then the determination of the son to keep moving forward with the other group in order to achieve the father's original objective.